Hello, this is Dr. Do again. This video is outside of medicine. Continue the book, The Iliad by Homer. I'm going to continue to read. For that alone he waited, the god who rules the world, to see with his own eyes the first Achaeans ship go up in blaze of flames. Then from that point on he'd thrust the Trojans breakneck back from the fleet and give the Argives glory. Dead set now on that, he drove Prince Hector against the hollow halls. Though the son of Priam raged in his own right, raged like Ares with brand shield, spear, or flash fire, rolling down from a ridge into thick stand of timber. The foam flecked his mouth and his eyes shot flame. Glaring under his shaggy brows and around his head, his helmet shook and clashed, a terrific wild din. Hector on the attack, and high in the clear sky, Zeus himself defended his champion Hector alone. He prizes and glorified among hordes of men, for Hector's life would be cut short so soon. Why, even now Athena was speeding the fatal day, when he would fall to the power of great Achilles. But now he was bent on breaking men, probing the lines wherever he saw the largest mass and the finest gear, but he could not smash through yet for all his fury. They closed ranks, they packed like a stone wall, a granite cliff that towers against the churning surf, standing up to the screaming winds. Their sudden assaults and the breaking waves they spawn that crash against its base. So the Danaans stood the Trojan onslaught, rock solid, and never flinched in fear. But Hector, all afire, blazing head to foot, charged at their main force, bursting down as a wave bursts down on a wearying ship. Down from under the clouds it batters, bred by gale winds. Showers of loam overwhelm the hull, blot it all from sight. The hurricanes, killing blast thundering into the sails, and scudding clear of death by the skin of their teeth. The sailors quake, their hearts race on with terror, so the Achaeans' courage quaked. And Hector longed again, like a murderous lion mad for kills, charging cattle, grazing across the flats of a broad, marshy pasture. Flocks by the hundreds led by an unkilled herdsman, helpless to keep the marauder off a longhorn heifer. No fighting that bloody slaughter. All he can do is keep pace with the lead or straggling heads, leaving the center free for the big cat's pounce. And it eats a heifer raw as the rest stampede away. And so the Achaeans stampede now, unearthly terror, all of them routed now by Father Zeus and Hector, though Hector killed just one. Periphetes, a Mycenaean, favorite son of Copris, Eurystheus, Herod who summoned rugged Hercules time and again to grinding labors. Copris, yes, that worthless father who seared a better son, better at every skill, primed for speed and war, and his wits outstripped the best in all Mycenae. But all of it went now to build Prince Hector's glory. As the Argive spun in retreat, his shield rim tripped him down to his feet, that shield he bore to keep off spears. He stumbled over it now, pitched back, helmet clenched harshly against his brows as the man hit the ground. But Hector marked him at once, rushed up to his side, and stick a spear to his chest to kill the fighter, right in the eyes of loyal comrades standing by, sick for their friend. But what could they do? Nothing, just shake with dread in the face of mighty Hector. Now the Achaeans milled among the shipways, shielded around by the looming superstructures, stern on stern, drawn up on the first line inland. But the Trojans stormed them there, and back they fell. They had no choice, edging away from the front ships, but once at the tents nearby they held their ground. Massing ranks, so scattering back through camps, their proud disciplines gripped them, terror too. They rallied each other non-stop, war cries rising. Noble Nestor was first, Archias watched and roared, pleading, begging each man for his parents' sake. Be men, my friends, discipline, fill your hearts, maintain your pride in the eyes of other men. Remember, each of you sons, wives, wealth, parents, a mother and father dead or alive? No matter, I beg you for their sakes, loved ones far away. Now stand and fight, no turning back, no panic. With that he put new strength in each man's spirit. Athena thrust from their eyes and blinding battle lays the darkness sent by the gods, and a hard, bright light burst down in both directions, out to the ships, and down the lines where fighting drew dead even. Now they could make out Hector, lord of war, cry, all his troops, squads in reserve, and clear of battle, forward squads that fought at the fast trim's ship. Ajax challenged. How could it please his courage still to hang back now where other Achaeans held the rear? No more, up and down the decks of the ships he went with his great plunging strides, swearing in hand, his enormous polished pike for fights at sea, clamped with clinchers 22 forearms long. Ajax, skilled as a show rider, a virtuoso horseman who picks from the herd 4 stallions, yokes that them tight, and galloping off the plain come racing toward a large city, over a trafficked road, and the crowds gazing wonder, men and women watching as sure-footed, never asleep, the rider keeps on leaping, swinging from back to back, and pounding team flies on. So Ajax swung now, leaping from deck to deck on the fast trim ships, ranging with huge strides, as his voice hit the skies, keeping up a terrific bellowing, calling Argives on to define the ships and the shelters. And Hector too, how could he hold back with his massing armored Trojans? I'm going to stop here today and continue next time. Thank you for watching.